Introductory part, imagine waking up tomorrow and everything in your life is exactly as you dreamed. Your relationships, your career, your health all align with your truest desires. How would you feel? Energized, fulfilled, at peace with yourself? Now let me ask you what's holding you back from making that dream your reality today. You might be thinking, that sounds great, but how the answer is simpler than you think you make the decision. But here's the twist you have to make it now. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right here, right now. Most people wait for the right moment, the perfect conditions, or the ideal circumstances to make their move. But that moment, that perfect condition, never comes unless you decide to create it. Today, I'm going to show you how the decisions you make today can transform your life into something extraordinary and how you have the power to make those decisions, regardless of your circumstances. The power of decision is one of the most transformative forces in life. The reality is, where you are today, who you are today, and what you have today is the result of decisions you've made in the past. Every step you've taken, every moment you've acted, has been shaped by decisions, whether they were conscious or unconscious. The people you've surrounded yourself with, the career path you've chosen, the health habits you follow, and even the mindset you carry with you are the outcomes of decisions you've made up until this very moment. But here's the powerful truth: your future is shaped by the decisions you make today. Too many people think their circumstances, past failures, or current limitations define their future. They blame the economy, their upbringing, their education, or even their luck for why they're not where they want to be. While it's true that circumstances can influence the path you walk, they do not have to determine the direction you go. The key difference between those who live extraordinary lives and those who don't is their ability to choose again and again to make the right decisions that move them forward. You are never stuck unless you decide to be. The power of decision means that at any given moment, you can make a new choice that changes the course of your life. Whether it's choosing to end a toxic relationship, starting a new business venture, or committing to a healthier lifestyle, every decision you make has the power to propel you towards something greater. It's all about your ability to make that choice and commit to it. But let's be honest, decisions can be hard. Especially when we're faced with uncertainty, doubt, and fear of failure. It's tempting to avoid making decisions because of the risk they carry. But what happens when we avoid decisions is that we stay in a state of limbo. We delay our dreams, our potential, and our possibilities. Indecision is a form of decision in itself. It's a decision to stay stuck, to stay comfortable, and to avoid growth. In order to unlock the power of decision, you must embrace the idea that you are the one responsible for your life's direction. It's not about waiting for the perfect opportunity or the perfect moment. The perfect moment is right now. And once you start making decisions from a place of clarity and intention, you'll begin to see doors open, obstacles dissolve, and opportunities multiply. When you decide with conviction, when you make decisions that align with your highest purpose, you activate something incredibly powerful: momentum. Momentum is the force that carries you forward even when things get tough, even when you face setbacks or obstacles. The simple act of deciding is like setting a course for a ship. It may not always be smooth sailing, but as long as the ship is moving, it will eventually reach its destination. What I want you to understand is that the extraordinary life you're longing for is entirely within your grasp. But it all begins with a decision. The decision to choose your destiny, to take charge of your life, and to commit to doing the work necessary to make it happen. It's not about waiting for the right time. The right time is when you decide. When you decide to be the person who takes action, who chooses courage over fear, and who steps into their power. Your future is waiting for you to make the decision to step into it. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for things to be perfect. The time to make that decision is now. Taking responsibility for your life is one of the most empowering actions you can take. It means understanding that you are the creator of your own destiny. Every success, every failure, every moment of joy or pain is the result of the choices you've made, or the choices you've allowed others to make for you. The power lies within you to shape your future, regardless of your past circumstances. Many people struggle with taking full responsibility for their lives because it's easier to point fingers at external forces. It's easier to blame society, the economy, our upbringing, or other people for where we are in life. While it's true that we can't control everything around us, the one thing we have full control over is how we respond to the circumstances we face. The moment we realize this, we unlock a profound sense of power and freedom. When you take responsibility, you stop playing the role of a victim. You stop waiting for someone to give you permission to succeed or waiting for your circumstances to change before you can take action. You stop waiting for things to get better before you take the leap. You begin to realize that no one else has the power to create the life you desire, only you do. And that realization is both empowering and liberating. This doesn't mean that life won't throw challenges your way. It doesn't mean you won't encounter hardships, setbacks, or moments of doubt. What it does mean is that no matter what happens, you are in control of how you respond. You are in control of how you move forward, how you learn from your mistakes, and how you grow from every experience. Taking responsibility also means embracing your choices. You can't be afraid to make the wrong decision or to fail. The truth is, there's no such thing as a perfect decision. Every choice comes with its own risks and rewards. But the real mistake comes from avoiding decisions altogether. You cannot move forward without making choices, and those choices will either propel you toward the life you desire or keep you stuck in a place of complacency. When you choose to take responsibility, you are making a promise to yourself that you will no longer allow the past or external circumstances to dictate your life. You take ownership of your actions and understand that you have the ability to shape your future through the decisions you make today. This ownership allows you to set clear intentions and commit to the path of growth and success, regardless of the obstacles that might arise. There is another profound truth here. Taking responsibility for your life also means you have the ability to create impact beyond yourself. As you become the master of your own decisions, you begin to lead by example. Your actions, your mindset, and your growth inspire others to take responsibility for their own lives, creating a ripple effect that can lead to lasting change in the world around you. Ultimately, taking responsibility is not about perfection, it's about growth. It's about realizing that no matter where you've been or what's happened in your life, you have the power to make different choices now. And those choices will create the extraordinary life you deserve. When you take full responsibility for your life, you are free to create it on your own terms. Clarity is the cornerstone of making powerful, life-changing decisions. When you know exactly what you want and where you want to go, making decisions becomes less overwhelming and more intentional. It's easy to feel stuck or unsure when you lack clarity about your desires or goals. The mind can become clouded with confusion, leading to indecision, procrastination, or settling for less than what you truly deserve. But clarity brings focus, and focus brings the ability to make decisive moves toward the life you envision. Clarity isn't something that just happens overnight. It takes time, introspection, and the willingness to ask yourself the tough questions. What do you really want out of life? What does success look like to you? What are the things that truly matter? The things that will bring you fulfillment and joy. Once you begin to answer these questions with honesty, you create a roadmap that guides you forward. Without this roadmap, it's like driving in the dark without headlights. You may be moving, but you're doing so without a clear destination in mind. When you have clarity, your decisions become easier because you have a clear filter through which to view your options. Every choice you make is then evaluated against your values, your goals, and your vision for the future. When clarity is present, you can say yes to the things that align with your purpose and no to the things that don't serve you. This level of focus eliminates distractions, simplifies decision-making, and propels you toward the life you want to create. This is why so many people who seem to live extraordinary lives have a deep sense of clarity. They know exactly what they want, and their actions are aligned with that vision. They don't waste time wondering what they should do next because they've already decided. They've committed to a path that reflects their most authentic desires, and that commitment drives every decision they make. On the flip side, when you don't have clarity, you're more likely to fall into patterns of confusion or indecision. You may find yourself caught up in the opinions of others, constantly seeking external validation or guidance. Without clarity, it becomes easy to make decisions based on fear, insecurity, or societal expectations, rather than making choices that align with your true self. Clarity also means understanding your boundaries. It's knowing what you will and won't tolerate in your life, whether it's in relationships, work, or personal habits. It's about setting clear standards for yourself and understanding what is non-negotiable. When you lack clarity in these areas, it's easy to compromise your values or settle for situations that don't honor your worth. But once you gain clarity, you can confidently say no to what doesn't serve you and yes to the things that move you closer to your purpose. Achieving clarity isn't always easy, but it's essential for living an extraordinary life. It requires ongoing reflection and self-awareness and a willingness to get honest with yourself about what truly matters. Clarity brings confidence to make decisions, to act boldly, and to move toward a future that excites and fulfills you. With clarity, you are empowered to navigate the challenges and obstacles that arise because you are anchored in a strong sense of purpose and direction. Ultimately, clarity is a gift you give yourself. It's the foundation upon which every extraordinary decision is built, and it's the key that unlocks the life you desire. When you know exactly who you are, what you want, and why it matters, you're ready to take bold steps forward into the life that's waiting for you. The power of commitment is what separates those who achieve extraordinary lives from those who don't. It's easy to dream, to set goals, or to hope for a better future. But the true key to success lies in the decision to commit. Commitment means making a firm, unwavering decision to follow through on your intentions, no matter what obstacles come your way. It's the decision to remain steadfast in your pursuit of your dreams, even when things get difficult or when distractions arise. Commitment is not a one-time decision, it's a continuous practice. It's a daily choice to stay focused on your goals, to take consistent action, and to keep moving forward even when the journey feels tough. It's the difference between someone who starts a project with enthusiasm and someone who finishes it with resilience. While passion and excitement are important at the beginning of a journey, it is commitment that will carry you through the inevitable challenges and setbacks. When you commit to something, you are telling yourself, this is non-negotiable, I am going to do this, and nothing will stop me. This level of resolve has the power to transform your life. You become unstoppable because you are no longer swayed by temporary setbacks or distractions. Your decisions are aligned with your vision, and your actions reflect your dedication to seeing it through. Commitment doesn't allow you to quit when things get tough. It pushes you to find solutions, to get creative, and to adapt, all while staying focused on your ultimate goal. One of the biggest challenges people face is the temptation to give up when results aren't immediate or progress seems slow. In today's world of instant gratification, it's easy to become frustrated when success doesn't come right away. But commitment is built on patience and persistence. It's the understanding that success takes time and consistent effort. Real growth happens over time, not overnight. Those who commit understand that the process is just as important as the outcome. They are willing to put in the work even when it feels like they're not making immediate progress, because they know the small, consistent actions they take every day will eventually lead to big results. Commitment also requires discipline. It means staying focused on your goals even when other opportunities arise, or when you're tempted to take the easier path. In the face of distractions or difficulties, discipline keeps you on course. It is the ability to say no to things that are not aligned with your goals and to say yes to the things that will take you one step closer to where you want to be. Discipline and commitment work hand in hand. Without one, the other is harder to maintain. An important aspect of commitment is being all in, fully dedicating yourself to the journey. When you commit, you don't just dip your toes in, you dive in head first. You immerse yourself in the process, embracing both the highs and the lows, knowing that each moment is shaping you into the person you need to become to achieve your dreams. This kind of dedication builds momentum, and momentum is a powerful force. As you keep going, even when it feels tough, you begin to see the results of your commitment in the form of growth, progress, and achievements. Ultimately, commitment is a promise to yourself. It's a promise that no matter the circumstances, you will not give up on your dreams. It's the unwavering belief that you are capable of achieving greatness and that you will keep pushing forward, no matter the challenges that come your way. When you make the decision to commit to your goals, you give yourself the gift of resilience, perseverance, and success. Commitment is the foundation of every extraordinary life, and it's what will carry you to the life you truly desire. Fear is one of the greatest obstacles standing between you and the extraordinary life you desire. It's a powerful natural emotion that can paralyze you, create self-doubt, and prevent you from taking the necessary actions to move forward. But here's the crucial truth: fear is not a barrier to success. It is a signal that you're on the edge of something great. Every time you feel fear, it's often a sign that you're about to push beyond your comfort zone, take a risk, and grow. It's in those moments of fear that the opportunity for transformation exists. One of the biggest reasons fear holds people back is that they view it as something to avoid or eliminate. They believe that if they feel fear, it means they're not capable, not ready, or not good enough. However, fear isn't an indicator of inadequacy. It's a natural response to stepping into the unknown. It's the body's way of telling you that you're doing something important, something that has the potential to change your life for the better. The key is not to avoid fear, but to embrace it and act despite it. Many people remain stuck in their comfort zones because they fear failure or rejection. They avoid making bold decisions because they don't want to risk making mistakes. But the truth is, failure is an essential part of growth. Without failure, there is no learning, no progress, no resilience. Those who have achieved extraordinary things in their lives didn't do so by avoiding failure. They did so by stepping through their fear and using failure as a stepping stone to success. Fear of failure often leads to inaction. But the moment you accept that failure is part of the journey, fear loses its power over you. The same applies to the fear of judgment. Many people are paralyzed by what others might think of them, whether it's their family, friends, or colleagues. This fear often causes individuals to play small, to hold back their true potential, and to conform to societal expectations rather than follow their own path. But here's the reality: other people's opinions are often a reflection of their own fears and insecurities, not your truth. When you let the fear of judgment dictate your choices, you give away your power and hinder your ability to live authentically. To break free from this fear, you must decide to stop living for others and start living for yourself. Stepping through fear requires courage. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act in spite of it. It's about making the decision to move forward even when you feel uncertain or uncomfortable. Courage means choosing to face your fears, take risks, and venture into the unknown with the understanding that the rewards are often far greater than the initial discomfort. Courage also builds confidence, because the more you step through fear, the less control fear has over you. Living an extraordinary life requires you to become comfortable with being uncomfortable. The more you step into the discomfort of fear, the more you build resilience, and the more you realize that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. Fear doesn't have to control you. It can become a tool for growth. Fear may never completely disappear, but when you change your relationship with it, it transforms from a barrier into a stepping stone. The key to an extraordinary life is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act in the face of it. When you choose to face your fears head-on, you unlock the doors to possibility, growth, and ultimate success. The moment you step through your fears, you step into the life you were meant to live. Every decision you make doesn't just affect your own life, it has a ripple effect that extends out to the people around you. This is one of the most profound realizations you can have: your choices influence not just your destiny, but the destinies of others. Whether it's your family, friends, colleagues, or even strangers, your actions create waves that can inspire, challenge, and change the course of others' lives. This ripple effect is a powerful reminder that we are all interconnected and that our decisions, big or small, create an impact far beyond what we can immediately see. When you make decisions that align with your highest purpose and authentic self, you begin to inspire those around you. People notice when you make bold choices, when you take risks, when you live with intention. Your commitment to living an extraordinary life has the potential to spark something within others, a belief that they too can rise above their limitations and make different choices. This is how change starts: one person deciding to live fully and authentically and inspiring others to do the same. Your journey of self-discovery and growth can light the way for others to step into their own power. Think about the people who have impacted your life. What was it about them that inspired you to make a change or take a different path? Often it wasn't necessarily what they said, but what they did, the choices they made, and the actions they took. People are inspired by those who lead by example, who walk the talk and demonstrate the power of bold decisions. When you make decisions that reflect your highest vision, you become a living testament to what is possible, encouraging others to rise above their own limitations and pursue their dreams with the same level of commitment and courage. The ripple effect also extends to how your decisions can positively impact your relationships and communities. When you make decisions that prioritize your well-being, your growth, and your happiness, you begin to show up as the best version of yourself. This creates a positive environment where those around you are more likely to do the same. When you lead with integrity and authenticity, you inspire others to make better choices for themselves as well. This doesn't mean you need to force or impose your values on others. Instead, it's about living your truth and letting your actions speak for themselves. Your choices become a beacon of possibility, showing others that it's okay to take risks, to choose growth, and to create an extraordinary life. But there's also an important responsibility that comes with this ripple effect. Your decisions, whether consciously or unconsciously, send messages to others about what's possible. They shape the narratives around you and influence the choices of those who look up to you. When you choose to live a life of integrity, passion, and purpose, you elevate not just your own life, but the lives of those around you. You help create a culture of accountability, ambition, and possibility. The ripple effect doesn't end with just inspiring others, it also extends to the lasting impact your decisions have in the world. Whether it's through the work you do, the relationships you nurture, or the community you serve, the decisions you make today lay the foundation for a broader, more meaningful legacy. Your decisions ripple out, affecting future generations and leaving behind a legacy of empowerment, resilience, and courage. Ultimately, the decisions you make today are more than just about you. They are part of a larger tapestry of influence and impact. Every choice, every action, every step you take has the potential to inspire, uplift, and change the lives of others. The life you choose to live ripples out, creating positive change in ways you may never fully realize, but that doesn't make them any less significant. When you make the decision to live an extraordinary life, you give others permission to do the same, creating a cycle of growth, transformation, and empowerment for everyone involved.